Okay, for this warm-up, you are asked to find the x and y intercept. So let's review that the x-intercept is where y equals 0, where it crosses the y-axis. So we're going to substitute in a 0 here for y. When you do that, you end up with negative 4x equals negative 8. Divide by negative 4. And x equals 2. So the x-intercept is going to be 2, 0. To calculate the y-intercept, that is where our line crosses the y-axis. So x has to equal 0. So I'm going to write this equation again, but instead of an x, I'm going to put a 0. And so negative 4 times 0 is 0. We end up with 2y equals negative 8. And I'm going to divide both sides by 2, and I end up with y equals negative 4. So the y-intercept for that one is 0, negative 4. Now let's take a look at the other way we talked about doing it. We talked about crossing off or covering, let's say, one of them to figure it out. So I'm going to make a box here so that I can cover it, and we'll make it green. So if I have a box here, I'm going to use this box to cover one of the terms. So to find the x-intercept, that means y equals 0. So to find the x-intercept, I'm going to cover this. And then I'm just going to solve it. So divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, x equals negative 4. So the x-intercept is negative 4, 0. Now let me rewrite it so that we have it again. So we have negative 3x. Let me change this color here. So we're going to have negative 3x minus y equals 12. And now I want to find out the y-intercept. And so that's where x equals 0. And so now I'm going to take my square, I'm going to cover up the x because that's 0. We have negative y equals 12. So in order to solve this, I just need to divide by negative 1. So we end up with y equals negative 12. So the y-intercept is 0, negative 12. If you're allowed access to your Desmos calculator, you can also use that to put the equation into Desmos and find where the line crosses the x and the y axis.